I am from North Carolina. I grew up in a small town called Hickory. Went to the North Carolina School of the Arts as a violinist. Switched to viola, did some graduate studies at the St. Louis Conservatory. And in 1985, I joined the Fort Worth Symphony and became the principal violist in 1988. Jerome is an instrument I bought in December. Was previously owned by Leda's father, William Bagwell. He is attributed to the Amati family of instrument makers. They think he's from about the 1600s.
Well, I feel like it's part of the family. I grew up with this instrument. My dad had it for over 50 years. I think he and my mom were in Boston. She was studying at New England Conservatory and he was at Boston University. And he studied with George Farrell, who owned this instrument and played it in the Boston Symphony.
He brought this instrument over from France in about 1920. And it has a label in it that says Nicholas Amati, made in Cremona, Italy. All the experts that have looked at it, they think it looks more like the work of Nicholas's father. Now, his father was one of two brothers, and they worked in the early 1600s. They were called the Brothers Amati, and Nicholas's father's name was Jerome.
My dad passed 2 years ago, and my mom decided it was time for someone else to enjoy this instrument. And so it was in London at a well-known dealer for about 1.5 years, and I was talking about it one day backstage, and Laura's ears perked up. She's like, "What are you talking about? Your dad's viola? What is it? Where is it? Can I try it?"
They let me take the instrument home for a few weeks, and so I took it home, and I have another instrument that I have played on for 20 years that's a modern American-made instrument that is quite a good viola as well. And I played next to this one, and it just made the newer instrument sound very one-dimensional. And there's just a deeper, richer, multi-layered sound that's so special about this instrument.
I don't know why, but I felt like I could hear this instrument over the entire viola section and some of the rest of the strings as well. It just carries like it's something special.
But I decided I would write a letter to Leda's mom about how much this instrument has changed my life and how much it means to me. And it was a pretty heartfelt letter, and she was so taken by my letter that she wrote me back. In her letter she says, "I'm so grateful, Laura, that you are the person who now has Bill's former viola. When I have been fortunate to hear it in the orchestra, the sound was beautiful, rich, and carrying through all the other sounds straight to my heart." And I think that was a lovely thing for her to write to me.
She and my dad have similar personalities, and it's just so appropriate that the viola would end up in her hands.